Hey people. Oh, my hair. So we're gonna do a paint with me live. Okay, sorry I'm a little late. I was out there jamming out to music. And yeah, I kind of lost track of time. So I apologize. I don't know if y'all can hear the cat out there. I need to get some music going on TV. He's a nut. His name is Neo. And he's just like, hey, let me inside. I want to hang out with you. But he would be a mess in here right now. Because, well, whoops. Where are all my playlists? Oh, I see. Let me get some music going. All right. Let me rewind that. I have certain songs I like for my background music. All right. Is anybody on? Nope. Cool. I'm gonna put on a shirt. I mean, I have a shirt on, guys. I'm gonna put on a shirt over my shirt because I'm a little chilly. It's a little chilly in here. Where are my brushes? I have my palette knives, but I don't have my brushes. Let me get my brushes. No. Those. Where do you put my brushes? Oh, I feel them. I hope everybody's doing good. Feeling good on this Sunday. So I'm hoping this painting turns out how I want it to, but I don't know, we'll see. Oops, oh crap, there went all my crap, hang on. Yeah, I was hanging out, just really jamming out, and I was like, all of a sudden I was sitting there and I was like, oh wait, I gotta do the paint with me live. And I looked at the time and I was like, oh crap, it's already 9 o'clock, I gotta go in there and get ready. Hey Donald, how are you tonight? Hope you're doing good. Excuse me. That's better. So I'm gonna add some pink. Yeah. Add some pink and like a purple color. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there's a purple. I don't have any pink, so I'll have to make some pink. There's some purple. I have a real pretty blue that would look good in it. Here's another pretty blue. I kind of wanted to go with cool colors because they kind of all look really good together. Sorry if my belly is like making all kinds of noise. Yeah, I wanted to use some turquoise in there. We just got done eating, so there's some pink, like magenta. I need to buy more paints. But cool thing, I got a job, so I'll be able to buy me some more paints. I'm so excited. I'll be able to buy some frames and get some of my paintings out there on the art auctions group and get them sold, so I can buy some really big canvases, because I have a lot of paintings in my mind that need big canvases. I have an easel, I just, you know, that'll hold them. I just don't have the paints, I don't have the canvases. So, all right, guys. Whoops. That's my son. He's playing his games. I don't know if y'all heard him laugh. He has a lot of fun hanging out with his friends and playing those games on the Xbox. I don't know though, I'm thinking I might do a pink moon. You know, because it's going to be a full blood moon in September. I think it would look really cool to go ahead and turn the moon pink. What do y'all think? I don't know. We're just going to start going with it, okay? We're going to play, see what we get today. And I'll try to go live more often and to do some painting with y'all. Since I'm not real worried now, you know, about trying to find a job and all that jazz, you know, it's like I've got more time to, you know, like to focus on painting and stuff. All right, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna do the moon yellow. I really think that would look good. So we're gonna start with that. And I'm using Arteza Craft acrylic paints. I know it's probably backwards to y'all, but anyway, at least you can see it and you kind of know. It's color number A as in apple 103. I'm not going to use this brush. It is way too big. I like to get my brush wet before I start painting. You can go over that moon with some yellow. And it may not end up being like this because each time I paint, you know, like I get different ideas. And so y'all will definitely be able to see this one progress as I get, you know, as I paint. I'll film each time I paint on it. I can't believe I waited this long to paint more on it. I really can't. It's crazy. I was chomping at the bit to get it finished, and then, like, I don't know, I just kind of stopped thinking about the painting and I started thinking about work and stuff like that. And yeah, we're gonna bring some of that yellow down in here into the water. And I'm just gonna, you know, kind of horizontal lines, bring it into the water area. And there's no rhyme or reason to painting, guys. Just get your brushes out, get you some paint, and get going, you know? I mean, some people say there's like techniques and stuff, and there probably are. I mean, there are, to be honest, there are techniques you can use, different ways of painting and stuff like that, but I say, man, just go for it, you know. I'm adding a little yellow into the mountains to kind of, you know, bring that the moon, that color into there, and we'll add more, you know, as we go on. I just wanted to get a little bit of yellow on there. Yeah, everybody's an artist, is how I feel. You just gotta do it. You gotta take the time to get to know the paints, to get to know your brushes, you know, play around. Like this painting, guys, it started out as clouds. And then I got tired, I did not like the clouds anymore, and so I painted over the entire canvas with black. And then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste that canvas, I'm gonna do something with it. And so then I started adding white. And I may add some more white with some palette knives, you know, to give it even more texture as we go on. But I'm just kind of adding that to bring the yellow down into this part of the painting. And that's what we're doing tonight. Oh, I need to add some yellow up here around that moon in the sky. Can y'all see that very well? You really can't, can you? I need to get my other little other little camera tripod thing to where y'all can see it a little bit better. But anyway, that'll work for tonight. Then I'm gonna go and add some purple and maybe some pink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the purple. This color is it's an Apple 405. It is an Arteza Craft acrylic paint. Oh, watch out for the little crunchy things when you open your paints. And make sure you shake them before you open them. Sometimes that helps. Oh, there's cat hairs all up in my bedroom. See, that's why that cat. And I noticed one earlier on my light. Yeah. Well, there we go. And the brush I'm using is just a flat brush, a number 7. These brushes are DACO. I do believe I purchased them on Amazon. They're good brushes, I like them. I'm just going to add some purple in. I don't like how it's covering up that black though. I mean, it's like really, really covering up the black. I'm not digging that. Let me thin it out a little bit. Sometimes adding a little water to it and thinning it out can help. And see, it'll kind of turn a little bit of an orange color when we mix them. You know, when we get the purple up there, it looks like the orange color, if you ask me. Anyway, up there around the sun, I mean the moon, whatever. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to my brush. Yeah, it's kind of making a little bit of an orange color. It's kind of neat. I like that. I like how dark it is over here. That purple. I don't know if I'll, yeah, I'm going to add some, make it a little darker over here. Just in parts of it. You know, and then I'll add in some blue kind of around that, but we'll need to bring some of that purple down into this part of the painting, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to chunk it on there. I don't know if I don't use the right words, but you know, it's all good, guys. Painting's all about your, you know, how you're feeling, really. I think, you know, it's an expression of, you know, how you feel. Art is, painting can be therapy, very therapeutic. It can help you get through a lot of things. It did me whenever I was, well, for the last 4 or 5 years, okay, been going through a lot, and it's helped me. It's saved me, painting. Well, God saved me, but you know what I mean, painting helped, that's for sure. And it's not perfect right now, and it probably won't ever be, you know what I mean, according to what I want, you know. My paintings never, hardly ever look just how I want them to look. There's very few pieces that actually come out looking how I want them to look, and that's okay. And I paint in layers, so this will not end up, it'll probably not end up being purple. It'll probably end up being a totally different color. I don't know. We will find out though as the painting progresses. I don't know, what do y'all think so far? It's looking kind of cool. I need to, yeah. I was gonna just use palette knives, but it's hard to not use brushes because, especially when you're trying to get a desired look, you know, like kind of fading it out. You can't really do that. There's my son again laughing. You can't really do that with a palette knife, you know. But I'm digging it. What do y'all think? Is anybody on? Hello? Hello, people. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Y'all comment below. I'll talk to you. I've been an artist my whole life, ever since I could hold a pencil. So probably when I was about 5, you know. Or younger, I don't know. But I figured kindergarten, you know. When I was in kindergarten, it probably began my art career. And I've created quite a few pieces. I've sold quite a few pieces throughout the years. Blessed, very blessed to be able to sell some, mostly to friends and family. And I may have to go back over this water. You know, I may have to go back over with some black when it's all said and done, because I don't know if y'all can see, but the colors make the black look kind of funky, you know? And so I might have to go back over that black for sure. I can already tell I'm gonna have to. But I'm just kind of getting the colors on there, you know what I mean? I want to add some turquoise. Excuse me. Let's find the turquoise. Now this is an Academy acrylic. It's by Grumbacher. Grumbacher is my absolute favorite brand of paint. Their colors are so rich, and I've been using Grumbacher paint since 1998, whenever I went to college at USAO, University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. I did not graduate from there, but I did go for a very little while, like 1 semester, and I loved it. But there were some things going on. I had to leave and go back home. So I didn't get to finish, but it was a very good experience. I learned a lot while I was there. I'm just kind of adding that to the outskirts of the water, and I may bring it in a little bit more, but I'm scared it's going to turn green because of that yellow, you know. So I'm trying to just keep it on the outskirts right now. Outskirts, why am I calling it that? But anyway, I don't know. I love all colors. I think they're pretty. Yeah. Ooh, I need to get a palette knife and yeah. Very flat, very matte. So be aware of that. What I plan to do though, whenever I finish paintings, I coat them. I seal them with a sealer. I've been using a spray sealer because it's quick, fast, and easy. You know, it's like you spray on a layer and then spray on another layer if you want, you know. I like the spray sealers. I used a polyacrylic spray sealer. Out of all the things I am, I'm an artist, I'm an herbalist, I'm a mystic. I guess you could call me a mystic. Something of that nature. Very intuitive, but I read cards. I'm a tarot reader. But out of all of them, I've been an artist the longest. I've been studying about herbs. I've been an herbalist since 2008. But art I've been doing since I was about 5 or 6 or maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. But that's my mom. Because my mom's an artist too. She knows how to make all sorts of things. She can make things with fabric, like clothing and anything really you want with fabric, she can make. She's very talented with fabric. And a sewing machine. She can hand sew. She can crochet. I'm not real good at all that. I can hand sew. She did teach me how to sew by hand, but I'm not real good with the sewing machine and stuff. I didn't take home ec in high school, or whatever they call it now. I didn't do that. Yeah, that's looking pretty. I don't know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Hello, is anybody watching? And I'll probably add some turquoise back in on the mountains and add more black back into the mountains, you know, to really make them look like mountains, because right now they just don't really look like mountains to me. Anyway, I don't know, I need y'all's opinions. What do you think? Drop me some comments, people. Drop me some comments. Tell me what you think. Please. I'm not trying to be bossy, but I am. I can be very bossy. According to my kindergarten teacher, okay? I can be quite bossy. Yeah, I think I just ruined that. I didn't ruin it. I'm gonna, like I said, paint in layers. So I'll just go back over it again next week or sometime, maybe a few days from now. I don't know when I'll be back on to paint, but I will be back on to paint. I like paintings like this where you're just kind of roughing it up, you know, you're just having fun, or I don't know, I call it fun. Fun to me. You're just kind of, you know, painting with feeling. Kind of painting what you feels, kind of painting what you like as far as your eye goes, like what you're seeing. To me, I'm really digging those colors together. What do y'all think? I am. I'm digging it. What do y'all think? But I am going to have to go back in another layer for sure of color. Add some more purple back in once the turquoise is dry. Yeah, I'm really liking those colors together. But I need to bring them back out this way a little bit, you know, like the orangey color, the pink, for sure. Y'all let me know what y'all think so far. Let me know in the comments section what you think, what you thinking. I think I'm gonna stop there for tonight, guys. And we'll continue whenever I paint again. I don't know when that'll be, but I'll let y'all know ahead of time. Let you know around what time I'll be getting on. And it can always, I will try to set an alarm to where then if I'm jamming out, at least I have an alarm that says, hey, time to go paint, Cheyenne. You know, because tonight, boy, I was jamming and just singing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm digging it. What do y'all think? Are y'all digging it too so far? Or no? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to add some yellow back in over here. But see how it's turning green. I'm gonna have to definitely do it whenever it's dry. I don't know, that green kind of looks neat. Sometimes I just can't stop. I'm gonna keep going. Because I'm like, ooh, good idea, here we go. Yeah. I'll definitely have to fix that. And get some of those colors back in there. And yeah, add some black back on top to make it look more like water. But I wanted that yellow to be very prominent in the middle because of that moon. And I love painting the moon, guys. That's one of my favorite things to paint. I like, a lot of times you'll see in my paintings that's going to have the moon because I love the moon. I have a Cancer moon, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, okay? And I also have a Pisces rising sign, which the moon card in tarot is the Pisces card. So, you know, it's like I'm just supposed to like the moon, period. Sure do. I love that moon. Yeah, I see what I'm saying. I just keep going. I need to stop. for tonight. And call it a night. Let's get going. And I'm looking in the camera because it helps me see what I need to do. It looks different, you know, than looking at it, you know, with my eyes right here. Plus, I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed early because I'm going to wake up early so I can get ready. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going over there tomorrow for some stuff to do with my job, my new job. And, I mean, I'm sure everything will be fine. But yeah, just wish me luck. And that everything goes good. If you're the praying kind, say a little prayer for me that everything goes good. I have a safe trip over there, safe trip back home. I'd appreciate it. Truly, truly. I appreciate all your prayers. Thank you all so much for your prayers. Thank you all so much for watching me paint. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you see how easy it is to paint. It's really all about how you feel, you know, and using your eye, you know, to paint what you feel, you know, to paint, to make it look good and pleasing to your eye, you know. And I'm really digging those colors. What do you guys, y'all? I love it. Anyway, God bless y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all next time.